this down a little bit. Let me also fix the equalization real quick here, so that I don't have massive bass. When I here we are. When I load up another song, when I forget, and it ends up sounding like this. Here we go. We're gonna go. Are you ready, boys? We're gonna go underwater. We're gonna go. Let me get the webcam up here. Ooh, who here wants to listen to Vaporwave underwater? Oh boy, me. Oh, okay, that's what we're gonna fucking do. Oh shit. There we go. This is good music now. I've improved everything. This is all you do to make your Vaporwave Mario Brothers level, the underwater level. You dive beneath the waves and it hits like this. You know what I should do though? Is I should fuck with the balance, just to like fuck with autists with headphones on. Like just make it favor the right a little bit. Not all the way. Just enough so that you're like, is the balance off? Fuck's going on? And then when everyone brings it up, just slowly crank it back. What are you fucking talking about, dude? Balance is fine. Roll it back the other way. Hit only the left ear. Just gaslight people. Alright. That's enough fucking around, though. Having a laugh. Hold this a little bit over. I'm sitting on my legs right now, which I probably shouldn't do. But it feels comfy after doing push kicks all day. Alright. Let me also find a good position. And I'm going to pop out the chat. I need to get used to that. This kind of just needs to be my new thing, to always have pop out chat. Alright. But let's get on to the game itself. Remember that we cannot load the game from Steam. So we have to actually get the files open here. Might as well have the webcam up while I'm doing this. Never push verify integrity of game files for this game. Okay. Get all this stuff minimized. Okay, now we'll switch to the 16:9. We should be good. I like that chat shows up when I don't have a game loaded. I think that's good. No cropping. Okay, so if I remember, I'm like kind of up shit creek a little bit because I have no gas. And I can't go to the gas station until some events open up. I want this to come like a little bit towards me. It's really tight at the lowest part of the arm. There we go. I think I moved over a little bit. Got a little bit more right hand range to do stuff with. Well, I feel like I can't get comfortable with the microphone today. It's gonna be one of those days. All right.
Previously during the investigation, these puppies are making me go to another town.
Still the same opening, so I won't bother. I believe we left off in the convenience store, or at least convenience. There may be more than one. All right. So, let's see about just moving the plot forward until I can actually do things. Maybe we can actually get to the town hall on the little bit of gas that we do have. I have flares. Okay, so... Community center. What is the other arrow? Oh, is this the ghost quest? Yeah, Cope's Tunnel. We won't be dealing with that right now. So it doesn't actually look too far. Take the main road. See if we can get either of these cards on our way taking it. So January way. It's weird that R is back. Zach's not going to have anything to say to us. So we got eyes open right now.
So, where shall we go next?
So it looks like it does show cards on this, so that's convenient. Hardware store probably. Just saw the screw there. Continue along January way, and this looks like where the first card I want to look for is. Okay, do we got a way to pull in? Just pull up along the side here. Yeah, I explored too much early on, I guess. Oh, a doggo. Guard dog. I want to pet the dog. Oh, he's good. Look at the good boy. All right. Oh, is it just here? Okay. Nothing special. Oh, the bull. Holy shit, he looks like Paul. Or, oh, fuck, what's his name? Akira from Virtua Fighter? Hey, Septipus. I see that you bothered to get your Lamau back. Okay, so I gotta arrange a better beverage situation with this thing, because I can't have beverages straight in front of me. So the next card on the way, I believe, is on the left. Some of these I may not be able to get right away. Yeah, Akira. Go ahead and pull up here for now. Every fighting game needs a guy with the tall
Zach,
hair.
is there something here that you want to check out? We need to be at the community center by 1500
Oh, it locked me,
Just think of talking.
I
in front of all
teleported
those
from over
people.
there.
What do you think, Zach?
Bigger distance than I expected.
It's going to get fun.
But yeah, we need Polnareff and King of Fighters. Oh, dag, rocks in the way. How will I ever get to that card? And barrels that I can almost squeeze through. Okay. Oh, this is like a substation. Distribution center. I'm going to criticize it. I'm going to like look at the parts of it and criticize if it's done correctly. I can't see anything from this side. Because the distribution should be arranged in 3-part mechanisms. These are just boxes. Okay, so like this. Okay. So we do have a 6th division here. That's accurate. And I will be critical of this because the Japanese do have a culture surrounding, damn, Slight Hill and barrels. Do have a culture of worshiping things like substations and what's it? The step down, what's it called? Transformers. See, unless, okay, this is inaccurate. This makes no sense to be here. These are fine. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, though. Yeah, I don't know. Shoot barrels. Oh, yeah, I forgot that you can blast barrels. I'm a dumb. Oh, well, at least we're getting to explore this. I forgot that there's weapons in this game. Wait, no, you can't break the barrels. At least from what I've tried before. Olivia. Okay. Anything else around here? I'm pretty sure barrels don't bust. I'll shoot the ones by the honor, but I think I'm supposed to go around. I'm not seeing any, yeah, I'm not seeing any air conditioning on these. This shit's gonna overheat. Okay, I can't get through rocks. Oh. Explode. I've yet to encounter a barrel I can bust. I'll take some pot shots at the one that's blocking that honor. I don't know how much the honor actually even means anything in this game. And also collecting the agent honor seems silly when I think that there's probably better means to get it. Okay, so this one I don't seem to be able to get to other than if I can get through the barrels. Okay, well, those ones below. Well, I have experienced the first exploding barrels in this game. That was unexpected. Especially, it caught me off guard a little bit since every other barrel just, you know, you can't do anything about. Alright. That feels very out of place in this game, but I kind of like it. Okay. Just wheel around. Ugh. Okay, I feel like there's one more card on the way, but maybe I'm milk-staken. I'm also guessing that speed doesn't matter as far as gas consumption.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
I'm going to assume that gas consumption is purely just distance traveled, maybe barring using the boost. Boosting might consume more gas. Okay, so I believe I want to actually take Donovan Street. Pretty sure that gets us there. So I might be able to get to the center, have a smoke, and hopefully I'll get a car with infinite gas. Oh. I started listening to the thing that there's a Morse code. Okay. Well, there's time to spend in-game anyway. Pretty sure this has a Morse code translator. do I not have it? Oh, Sometimes I accidentally get rid of this. I don't mean to. Because I never put it in a good place. Here it is. Got it. Let's see. I'm checking a thing real quick. Let me get chat back up so I can look at it. Go. Do you not hear the beeping? Let me see. I thought I had a thing here. Oh. A lunchtime. Damn. Well, I don't want to miss that. Guess it's a good thing I heard it. Because I would have missed that. But yeah, it sounds like it's coming from... Or I think the implication is that it's coming from the telephone wires here. I swore that SSTV had a Morse code translator. I wanted to see if it's legit Morse code or if it's just sound effects. So let me pull up the actual map and see where lunch is. Oh. I always feel like I can just push M from that position. Okay, is that the police station? Yeah. Is this just going to be the same thing? It might be. It's definitely not an SSTV signal. It'd be sick if it was. That's always the hottest shit in the world, finding SSTV signals. Like when I was finding SSTV signals in Nier. And they were actual Okay, well, it didn't give the full signal. It just gave the startup sound for the SSTV signal. Guess I didn't need to turn down this way. Let's just get close enough that I can run the rest of the way to the police department. Wait, it keeps going. What's that noise? Is it not coming up? Okay. On this screen, now it's back. Oh, is it trying to warn me about low gas or something? And it just so happened that I was passing by a thing and it seemed like that? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I think it's just telling me that I have fucking low gas. Good thing. Autism does it again, boys. Maybe if I'm lucky, it refuels at the police station. Yeah, I think it's just because I went to 50 or 5% gas. Is this just a peek? Oh well, we get to climb up first. Take a peek. I feel like I shouldn't peek. I feel like especially unnecessarily. I'm worried that's gonna set up for a crash. They're here. I'm doing my super sleuthing. I never noticed that the can of pickles just the label is the pickles. That's not as good as like Echo the Dolphin flavored tuna in Shenmue. Yo, did I get paid for that? For doing good CIA job? Sorry, FBI job. Yeah, ignore me. The Morse code was telling me that 9/11 was an inside job. I see on this map? Oh, it had just come up as I was... Yeah. Conference room. I guess not that door. The check engine light on my car was on. It must have been the work of the Jews. Yes, please. So yeah, is this going to be the same thing? We're going to get a different one?
So, what exactly do you want to talk to everyone about?
This case goes deeper than you think.
Oh.
The townfolk may have heard about the murder, but they don't understand it. It's a very dangerous situation, and I need to warn them properly. I hope most of them are decent enough to come.
No problem there. Emily has made all the arrangements.
I've told everyone to gather around between 1500 and 1700.
Great. Reminds me of a film I saw recently. A town is under attack by aliens, and so the mayor calls all citizens to the town hall to warn them. However, seeing this, the aliens attack the hall and wipe them all out together.
Is that relevant, Agent York?
The way they kill is fantastic. They used a combination of balloons and meat sacks for exploding heads. Those aliens start firing their death rays and heads start popping, like splat. Really quite something.
Agent York, some of us are trying
That
to
snap
eat
zoom.
here.
I know, Emily. I'm one of them. Well, anyway.
Oh my-
Is the best, Thomas. Thank you.
Based
No
autist.
problem.
Yogurt's extra sour, making the muscles in my jaw hurt. I don't want to whip my gun out, but okay. Oh, I should actually save while I'm in a room with a phone, because I don't trust doors in this game. At least saving is fast. Probably part of the reason why it crashes. Sitting there driving my car. What is that tinging sound? Maybe I'll just take a different car. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, boys. I figured out how to get 100% gas. No exit this side. Now we're gonna have to back up this way. I backed up the wrong way first because I thought there would be an exit that way. This car is the bull because it handles like one. Man, the cars in this universe go slow.
Hmm?
Hmm?
No, nothing. Just my imagination.
Oh, goddamn. It's just cut across. Or I didn't know actually if it's even that way. Let me check the map. No, I had to go one more street. Damn you. Ugh. Out of the way, I got important FBI stuff to do. Like, look at these gauges. think one of them might be broken. I feel like this car is less detailed because, you know, you're not expected to necessarily drive it. But maybe I've just not paid attention to the previous vehicles. How does this steer this way when it's going so slow? Yeah, that was pretty sick, though. Getting the SSTV signals to register in near. Ah! Mono wheel drifting. Oh, can I show up early? Oh, that's a locked.
Zach, Emily arranged for people to come between 1500 and 1700.
We can't do anything here right now. Let's come back at the right time.
Oh. I was worried. Okay. So let's try out having a smoke. Oh. My reflex was just to go to the map. Very rare and strong brand. So let's see. I was watching the animation and let more time pass than I intended. All right. I hope I get to smoke more.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too. Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school.
This music with this
Some
event.
tree in the wind this time either. Yeah, that was a tough role. That was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon.
Show's
I'm
badge.
Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime.
I like how they have to specifically pronounce it Anna as opposed to Anna.
I've come to this
Because
town to solve
the
murder
pun
of
would be
this
too
young,
painful, I
beautiful
imagine.
Girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice. Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all costs. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer.
Who told him that
There is
shit?
a chance that the
Oh, wait, it
murderer
was
is
us.
mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Record scratch. I kind of think York is bullshitting right now a little bit.
Who's the fashionably late one?
I think he knows that
That's
it's
Carol,
some
Thomas's
weirdo
sister. She owns a bar.
and that it's not
Thomas's
a random killing. Oh no, maybe he's not on that, and maybe I'm just a step ahead.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I forgot that he's on a continuing case. So he probably, well, that doesn't necessarily mean that he knows that it's a like a potential where the victim is a willing participant. I don't know, maybe I'm just remembering
When paying for
Twin
our
Peaks too
sins,
much.
we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr.
I think
Stewart.
I'd agree. He also has deadly premonitions. Back to the comedy music.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach.
I mean,
Let's
I
ask
think if
some
any
questions
town was
before all
blanketed
these
in
guys
purple
leave.
fog, I'd be worried that... Is this hell? Or hey, what you looking at?
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
Thomas?
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again.
Oh, I'm
How
glad.
could one do such a terrible thing?
It was about her.
I'm still in shock.
He's wearing a wire.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Please. This is vital for our investigation.
Yes, please. Show us the goods, Tommy.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that...
Did it tell you anything?
Full Yakuza
told
tat
me
of a
that
squirrel.
You didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
I was kind of hoping to see the tattoo.
You want to see that tattoo, Zach? A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
York, please.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
He says to place your PlayStation controller
Mr.
on a
Francis
flat
York
surface.
The purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be. Informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We could force you to talk, you know.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are
Jorge
findings
BTFO'd.
and helpful to your investigations.
Not worth
So
his fucking
says
time.
Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Harry's all like, who the fuck's Zach? What's he talking about? Fucker's crazier than I. What is this? Oh, just to get that coffee. I saw that during the little town hall talk. I was wondering if I could get it. I'm surprised I was actually able to.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, these all look like normies. Are you someone? Yes.
Good evening, Agent.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Bryan. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon.
The kind of girl you want to bury
So
twice.
sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna, her smile, so warm. Anna, blonde hair, so bright.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Graveyards are spooky. York does not like. Oh. I know that there were two people behind me, but I felt like going this way first. Just act cool, York.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean?
I
Are you
thought she
saying
was a
she
warhead.
Was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest, a goddess.
Oh, bye. Sweet. She left her smokes. Okay, so that's probably back into the theater. Oh shit. This guy knows a weapon to surpass even Metal Gear.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Just ignore that
Soldier
Z
is my
fighting in the background.
hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happen in this town.
It is.
All the more reason to warn people
I'm
about it,
interested.
if it's a copycat killer.
Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant?
I was just about to say the same thing. That's not a fucking general's uniform. G. General.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do.
It's his job.
He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Well, do you know how to get to the
Amazing, Zach.
lake?
He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable
You talk about me?
information, Fiona.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Right. Okay, hit this hall now.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the darts bar, Swery 65.
He's gotten a 4-point upgrade.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that.
I want the in-game explanation for that bar
Crimes don't care
name.
about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
By the way, whenever I see someone with a scar on their face, I go, ha! Women problems. Q.
I'm FBI Special Agent.
Q predicted
Francis
this.
York Morgan.
What does it
So Anna
mean?
was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
Different bar.
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you, but it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm
Taps his wire.
sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do.
He legit spooked this guy.
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
These feds got me spooked. Okay, so I think we're good for all the upstairs, and we gotta check the downstairs now. Kinda wanna hit a phone if I could. But I think actually talking to the people doesn't make a difference, other than maybe giving me some honor. Nice. Oh, I was hoping I could get the pathetic position on
Quite an
Polly.
impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested.
York's getting this all.
But I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many.
Three little mates from school,
There
are
was
we?
one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Sorry for having to hurry away.
That seems
I'll
evasive.
See you back at the hotel.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach.
Yeah, she's a bullshit master. Oh, we got the pot.
Oh my pot is getting cold. Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder.
Oh yeah, if you ever doubt the Twin
You're
Peaks reference.
useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today.
Really, I'm not seeing the connection.
She takes
You must
the
just be bullshitting.
Amazing.
You're schizo. Take your meds. There's no connection here. Hey, Jim.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can.
You're busy with
Their
your
mother
cork board
agrees,
going,
which is
oh,
why
look
she
at all
has to
these
take
connections
care
to
of them
Deadly
so
Premonition Twin Peaks.
That's
You're
why I
bullshit.
want you to solve this case quickly.
There's nothing.
And go home. Those rumors about that scar
Baseless.
of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
Why don't you just say it's from the car? No, that would be too soon. I was going to say the car accident he was in. He also lied about being in a car accident.
Hey, good looking. Nice speech.
Powerful camera.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look
by,
pretty
filter.
revealing.
Oh, this old thing. Oh, you should see some of my other clothes. You? Oh, now you are cool. That scar really is a turn-on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great. I can't believe how expensive gasoline is nowadays.
We love you,
Some
York.
extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my hubby about the difficult stuff, okay?
This is getting us nowhere, Zach.
She must be freezing.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
I ain't a cop. Paul?
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me
Hugh.
Raging Bull.
Humongous.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's
Shit,
go.
this guy's gunning for General Spot as best character. That's fucking vile. Spitting. That's unacceptable. Worst character. Oh, did I have to actually pay for the phone? That's adorable.
I'm FBI Specialist
You're itch.
York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Why, do you make guns? Or do you just sell them? You're not really much of a smith if you
Was
just
there something you want to
sell
ask
them.
me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too.
Oh, I guess he actually does.
If you got the
Okay.
skills,
Me
the
be-
customers find
I got fucking BGF.
All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Okay, so nothing interesting here.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all
But
around.
he had
Even
a
today,
gun.
A customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help.
I mean,
just
to be
got
fair,
back.
he is
I
on the move and didn't expect to sell anything.
Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime.
Yeah, I agree. Why would you need a
I'd like for you
gunsmith
to take a look at my
in
Understood.
hunting
Look
grounds?
forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
And even still, people just have guns as a hobby. Start with Olivia. Ah.
Can you tell me if you noticed anything strange about Anna before the incident?
Well, I'm not sure if this will be of any help, but...
Anything, no matter how small, could be of help.
Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops
Who are
do
you,
that
like fucking
around
Tom
here,
Nook?
as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained, and came in late,
Even that
too.
fucker
it
keeps
was
opening
almost as if she used
when
up
it's
all
raining
her
out.
energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
It's not a monster, just a criminal. And all criminals are monsters in my eyes.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
One of these low IQ types.
You sure?
You're gonna have to speak in,
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating
Gonna have to
myself.
speak in pigeon to him. Did you see the Anna? Okay, so I think that's everyone. I think we're set. Do another save, though. Didn't see the convenience store owner here. Or his, I believe it was his wife. It's also a place with just like lots of large properties, and in those areas, weapons are pretty important. Or more so can be. Let's see, is he like hiding back here? I just didn't see him. Oh, wait, do we got an... Oh no, this is just... This is where the doctor is, right? Yeah, okay. I was thinking my brain was thinking that was a higher balcony for some reason. Okay, I think we're set though. Let me actually map. Make sure there wasn't like a weird room I missed or something. No, we seem good. Okay. All right. Why can't I interact? Or was she just saying that, I feared that I would actually end the event with her, but maybe not? Oh, well, because I can talk to people multiple times. Huh.
I can't believe you thought I was a suspect, Agent York. I'm still in shock.
I just want to see your back. Yeah, I can't even observe her. I feel like something... Did she break? I can't talk to George. Maybe they just don't have additional interactions, and I just need to leave the premises. Bust through. Da-da-da-da-da-da. York on the move. Slide down the rail. Okay. Oh, I did just manage to miss him. I'm just a massive dork.
Hey, York, you were rocking it large.
I even double-checked on the map.
Was I? I haven't been on stage like that since elementary school.
You made me think, man, like, things can't go on like this. We need, like, some action or something. I was
Christ.
pretty psyched up, you know, before you got on stage. I was like, dude, a real psycho in town. Pretty sweet gig. But now, I mean, dude, that lunatic could be any one of us, man. I don't want to think of that whack job coming after my family. Makes me shudder all over, man. It was way too heavy. You'll catch him, right, FBI?
Of course. But you need to be able to take care of those you love, too.
You're right, man. Right on the level.
Get him a gun.
I need to do what's right for my family, man. You lit my soul, man. Thanks, FBI.
I was like, dude.
Hey, Lily.
Agent York, your speech frightens some of us a little. You should work on being more sensitive with words when talking to groups.
Really? I tried my best to be gentle. So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
I tried speaking very softly
Just
when I described
Becky,
the murder.
Lily. She works part-time at the store. She's been acting strange recently.
Strange. How?
I took the boys along to visit her house today. I was just worried, because she hasn't come into work at all.
Oh, are you the parents of the twins?
But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Uh-oh. Pedo alarm going off.
Thank you, Lily.
Wee-oo.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Oh, it just automatically ends after you've spoken to everyone.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, is it the same intro? I just saw it somewhere else. Because it did have the, like, hey, I already know you guys. They seem to have been the only people that I could have met. I mean, maybe someone else, but... But hey, that's good design. That's the kind of design that can actually just explode and put you into development hell. Multiple choice paths that are actually good. Or not even multiple choice, but, multiple situation stuff. You gotta start breaking out, truth tree tables for vid games.
Well then, Agent
okay.
York, do you have any plans for this evening?
Powerful plate.
Head back to the hotel and go over my notes.
I want that plate now.
I need to contact
I want a
HQ
vid
to
games
get
plate.
too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Peek.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel.
Zach, stop.
You decide, Zach.
Stop telling me to light things on fire. We're gonna eat with them, of course.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now.
What's that?
And
I
this
can't
is the
hear you from
worst
over
thing
here.
I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We
Oh,
have
watch
our
out. She's
fair
the kind of
share
girl that gets a
cases,
beer at the
but
diner.
Just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe. Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor. Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual.
Rum and Coke? What a mark.
The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
When a guy's so fucked up that the question isn't did he do it, but
insane. 100%.
was he a nut?
Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the
That's what
problem for most
that's what
of
happened to some of the guys who bought the bathwater. Found out that she wasn't even naked in the bathwater.
An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you.
What was so
Agent
ingenious about
York.
him? I want to know
Now,
more.
Let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear any more? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
I want to
Sounds
get
like
to
you
the
live
good
in
part.
a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers.
Oh, you really hurt
I
Thomas's
give up.
feelings over
I
there.
can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small.
I agree with this statement.
Crimes always have a criminal and a victim.
Holy shit, I love his lighter.
No victim.
I want
will
that
ever
lighter.
welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
His lighter has a no smoking mark on it. That's the hottest shit in the
Well
world.
said, Agent
I want
Morgan.
that.
We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Good night. I saw that, we're seeing root beer here, and I was like, oh, is that like, they had to redo it for American audiences? This is like, oh, it's got caffeine in it. It's not just a rewrite. Though at the same time, I shouldn't expect this game to, like, turn the wine into fruit juice. It's just my reflex whenever I see, look at this. Not too cute. Let's have a peek. Didn't get to really speak with the chef. Need the legend worm. They tease you with that legend worm so much. High quality beef. We pathologic now, boys. Eat the bull. Did I get left without a car? Okay, no, we got a vehicle here. So, are we just going to bed, it looks like? Need to get to a point where I just kind of know my way around town. I believe I have to turn left here.
So,
Where shall we go next?
I'm guessing this will just start up the next chapter. Hopefully I get my car. I may not have gone far enough over left. Yeah, I got the feeling. I think this road is U-shaped and connects to both sides of the town. I'm probably wrong. Let's check the larger map real quick. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll just loop around here. I was remembering, you have to go a little bit out of town to get to the hotel. I can just check this mailbox. Well, we're doing that real quick. Federal agent about to commit federal crime. All right. I'm guessing tomorrow the next chapter starts up. Okay, I believe this sort of avenue will take us there. Also have to watch out because the road itself to get to the hotel isn't super marked. It's marked like it's a dirt road, even though it's just I guess a small street. The control on this vehicle. It's got massive oversteer problems.
Zach, if you notice anything, just stop me.
Just wanted to hear York's voice, is all. Oh. Oh, it was the headlights from the car behind me. Well, we had a good day. Got some playing cards, went fishing. Yeah, high beam prick. Listen, he's actually trying to warn me about something. I got a chain dragging from behind my car. About to start a fire. He's trying to tell me that my trunk's open. And I flipped him off. Okay, boost right in. Fuck the cones! He should have fucked with the typewriter so it said sweary instead of QWERTY. That would have been very good. It'll be fun and retro to use a typewriter. 5 minutes later, fuck this.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress. First, the victim. Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach.
My keys got mashed together.
That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth.
Fuck, I need a new ink ribbon. Who the fuck sells that? Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. That's the answer, though.
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth.
I was too busy faffing.
According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator
killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
I didn't know that there'd be a...
knee prints in the grass.
A test.
Wood chip with metal dust. A photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
That's right, a broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything?
Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
What do you think she was holding on to?
I believe it had a longer imprint. I'm actually not remembering.
That's wrong, Zach.
It was
Come
the
on.
round thing.
Answer again. What do we suspect Anna was holding?
I honestly didn't remember this.
That's right. A round object.
Is that legit? Like,
marks on her
if someone
hands
is gripping something tightly when they die,
The man in
does the
photo
flesh not
found
reform?
the
That might
wounds had a
be
tattoo
legit.
of an
That could also be
upside-down
bullshit.
peace mark on his back. These 2 could well
My
be
assumption would be that it's bullshit.
related, but we don't know for sure.
That's just a trope.
Next, the town folk. A few are worthy of special attention.
Someone who
Carol McLean
is either in forensics or murders people.
She's Thomas's sister.
Riddle me it.
Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food.
Possibly.
Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized.
Like, and the question would be, how hard
Good
would you
food
have to be
motivates
gripping
me to
something?
Work harder during investigations.
Like, that's totally something if you don't
and
have a
on Emily's
pulse,
back.
you know, and you know how you can get an imprint. Let's say,
Strange to me.
okay,
Hey, don't take that
I'll
the
go through
wrong
my
way, Zach.
theoretical after this.
I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
Ellie! Lunchtime, Ellie!
I'll eat later.
You'll eat right now, young lady. You need to listen to your mother.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch.
And the game ends here.
Then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey! Are you coming?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into 2 when I finish this. I'm curious what they would even do with a 2. And I also am curious if they would go full season 2 of Twin Peaks and have it just be fucking weird. I kind of would be down for something like that. The Berg. Dinner. Cleared. Alright. Time to make a 15-year-old YouTube poop. I cleared dinner. Oh, I'm glad I got paid for dinner. Oh, case before this one. Huh.
Are you thirsty?
Oh, so it's got like a 2-part thing going on.
You must be very thirsty. You only take milk with your coffee? Coffee with milk. That's all.
Who are you?
My name is Becky.
What are you doing here?
My name is Becky.
Anna's friend?
My name is Becky.
Yes, but what is your name?
You must do what you must do. Take a sip of coffee and go.
Huh?
Oh, okay, so they changed that. But is he still old man then? Okay. Check this shit out, and I'll drop my hot theoretical that I'd like to know the answer for. Here we go. No. I mean, I guess you can only observe things that are marked. Oh, would it? That'd be cool. That'd be cool to, like, loop it all in then. Give it a good long string of events. Yeah, would it be worth me even bothering to get D4, or is it too, like, too empty?
That's me. That's me when it happened.
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us. I do not know how yet, but I do know I need some coffee.
George said he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
So you're basically saying it gets cheap enough that even as incomplete as it is, it's still worth checking out. All right. So before I explore a whole bunch, I will change out my suit. So here's my hypothetical, right? So you have a fucking all day. You and your friend have an all day GoldenEye tournament, right? And you're sitting on the floor playing GoldenEye, okay? And you're really fragging your friend so much though that he gets pissed off, whips out his Glock, and blows your brains out. Now the question is because now that your heart stopped, will the imprint from the carpet stay on your legs? You know, would that still be there and evident because, or would it just fill out on its own? That's kind of my big question there. Would that imprint stay? Theoretically, I would think no. It's funny that cleaning the clothes is so cheap, but then we can go buy a $50 soda. I like to imagine that's the price scaling in actual Nippon. Soda and watermelon, that's $50 and $200 respectively, but a suit cleaning, basically 30 cents. Get a good shave going here. I'll start smelling bad and looking like a bum after I get a couple chapters in. Too small in here. It's making me panic. Let's check out what I've collected. Okay. Nothing I really want. If I can just directly access the panda bear there, I'll avoid doing that. Because I'd rather go and interact, at least until all the interactions are dead. I don't know how in-depth interactions get for this game, so.
Whoa there!
Whoa!
Did you need something?
No, I was just passing by. I didn't think anybody else was here other than Polly. The door opening like that it surprised me, that's all.
This guy's gonna eat the shaving cream. You can't trust people who eat the shaving cream. They always turn out to be like homicidal maniacs or something weird.
Nice to meet you. I travel a whole lot, you see, selling tree saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I get it. You're the Special Agent Scarface that everyone's yakking about. Nice to meet you, Francis.
Special Agent Scarface? I'd need a bigger scar to live up to that name. Call me York.
I would imagine that integrating it would be that big of a problem.
You got it, York.
All you gotta do is have him show up and you have a team battle.
No, sir. Actually, I've been coming
QTE
here
team
once or twice
battles.
a year for a while now. I don't get much business here, but it sure does make a fine vacation. I mean, it's a gorgeous hotel at a bargain price. It's so relaxing in these.
Yeah, I don't know how
woods,
she pays for the property here.
all the nature. I feel so relaxed here.
Property tax must be fucking sick wherever this is.
Say hi to Willie. Oh, don't worry, he's a good boy.
Well.
Do you like dogs?
Hey, Willie.
Listen.
How you doing?
As it stands, we got twinsies within York.
Oops, before I forget, let me give you this. It's just a sample of what I sell.
Thank you. How kind of you.
So, what brings the old FBI out here? Sounds like more than just a vacation.
A murder, actually. The perpetrator is still out there. Try to stay indoors
Listen,
at night.
what I
during the
want
rain.
is for them to be two
want to
separate
prevent
people,
it from
and
happening
they
again,
they use their deadly
Oh,
premonitions
it's a
on each other.
darn shame. Places like this used to be the safest.
I mean,
in
as I
America.
recall, the main character in D4 also
I
has
ask
like
you something?
deadly premonition-esque.
You know a lot about seeds?
Deadly premonitions?
Seeds? Gardening, huh? You don't look like a green thumb, but let me tell you though, I'm pretty much the only one who can make those saplings sprout. There's a trick to it that can't really be passed on, you know? It's like, oh, the secret of making a good smoked
You gotta pee on them.
like that. But you know, once they sprout, you don't need to do much. You can leave it be, and why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter
It's
what
actually
happens.
rearranges.
Kind of like those stocks that politicians buy. That
Yeah, I
just
want
keep
them.
growing
They
and
they should
growing.
have like
Well,
a
you just wait and
psychic
see.
premonition
This
fight.
town is gonna love them. Right.
Like they should be rivals at
Go
first.
Take a morning stroll, so I'll get going. Good luck now with that case.
Thanks.
You know, you're playing as York,
Zach.
talking to himself and Zach,
Do you remember what the coffee said?
and then he
Forrest
confronts
Kaysen.
Forrest, and he starts acting weird. He's like, "Oh man, that guy's a nut."
This show has just begun.
Also, FK Forrest Kaysen in the coffee. Okay. Okay, so he went back. Here we go. Here's old Forrest. I'm gonna talk to your dog. I guess I can't.
Hey, York.
Oh,
Oh, hi.
you got a job for me, Polly?
What's wrong, Polly? You look a little tired.
I'm fine. Well, it's just that I was cleaning up my room, and so many memories came flooding back to me.
Memories?
Oh, my dear, Mr. Morgan, that's not the kind of question you should ask a lady.
All right. Precious piece of memorabilia. All right. I believe I know how to get to her room. But yeah, no, I mean, I have no problem with just, oh, they're the same person, or they just coincidentally share a name. Well, that was the wrong door. Oh, we're back
Good
out here
morning,
with the vid
Agent
games.
Morgan. Did you sleep well?
Morning, George. Dreamland was quite nice.
You do look well rested. Oh, I was up practically all night doing paperwork. Thomas helped me out, so I was able to go home and get some sleep, but not enough.
Diane got back into town late last night. We should give her a visit.
Which means going to the art gallery, correct?
She lives and works in the office there, so it's the only place to find her. The gallery is open from 10 to 1700.
Time for some art appreciation.
Oh yeah, since I didn't sleep, I actually don't know what time it is.
Cultural activity in such a small countryside town. Amazing, Zach.
So for now, I'm gonna stick to doing quests that are along the way. So what's the time? 10? Okay. It's already time to have a lunch. Okay. I also like the idea. We should have a moment and or are they not gonna? Oh, okay. I didn't know I was on a rail. All right. It's fine. I'll have plenty of time to do stuff. What was that? I was gonna say something concerning. Oh yeah. I think that
The gallery is
I'll
called
let them
Muses
speak.
Gallery. The Muses were the 9 daughters of the goddess of memory in Greek mythology.
Ah, it's just like Diane to name it that way.
Is she that intelligent a woman?
Well, we also have the Mercury Theater.
Maybe. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
You don't need to be that smart to know about
Did
the
you see how
Muses.
Emily
Get out.
reacted, Zach? I sense that this Diane is not popular among other women. I can't wait to meet her.
The gallery is on the north side of town. Take the road along the lake and go north.
The lake. All right, so Jorge, do you know how to get to the lake? The lake? So I got until 5 to do lunch, so we're good. Oh, yes, I remember what I was going to say. I would like both in Boston and in New Orleans for York to check his coffee, and every time it's FK. That would be good. That would give me a laugh.
An art gallery in such a small town. Am I prejudiced to think that it doesn't seem to fit?
Greenvale and every small town has every right to enjoy art.
That's right. Small towns tend to be full of highly cultured people. Although I can't say I've ever been to the gallery myself.
I don't see why not.
What about you? Are you into art?
Actually, yes. I like going to the gallery. It's very relaxing there.
Really, George?
Especially if it has
I
a
never
garden.
knew that about you for all this time.
Emily, please. I'm just as cultured as everyone else.
Some people just have
Oh.
sides to them that you'd never
George is into
expect.
traps.
By the way,
He's very
about
cultured.
Diane, the owner of the gallery. Is she the type that isn't very appreciated by other women?
What do you mean?
Exactly what it
He just
sounds
let
like.
it slip.
Is she very attractive, especially to the opposite sex?
So you're asking
Especially.
me if she's sexy, right?
Well, she does always wear high heels.
And definitely, it's hard to explain.
But that doesn't make me biased, okay? She just seems to look down on people. She always has. I just don't like people like that.
That must be because sex appeal has no effect on you.
Now that's out of line.
I'm sorry, Emily. I didn't mean to poke fun at you. You just reacted so strongly to Diane's name.
I did not. It's like you're suggesting I'm the total opposite of her. Is that it?
Oh, Emily, that's not what anyone is suggesting. Let's just drop this conversation, okay?
York wants to not drop the conversation. Gamble, we can keep going this way. This is our gamble. Shit, I'm wrong, aren't I? Oh, nope. Aces and spades. Gee, guys, I'm sorry I made the drive awkward. I didn't mean to. You guys don't want to talk, I'll just talk to Zach. So I guess whenever George and Emily show up, I just Gotta get in the car with him. Nightbird Way, I guess instead of Nightingale. Alright. Whatever.
I wonder if Diane has anything to do with the murder.
Diane moves on a whim and acts on impulse. We don't want her leaving town, so shut up and let's get to the gallery.
Bit terse. Now, is this like a home converted to a gallery or what? What are we looking at here?
Looks more like an old mansion than an art gallery.
Diane liked the building so much she turned it into an art gallery.
She left the exterior untouched and had the insides redone.
Okay.
So she's rich.
She bought this place, didn't she? Does that
Nah,
answer
she's
your
just big into
question?
DIY.
Indeed it does. Well, George, Emily, I want to talk with Diane alone. Will you wait here for me?
Why?
Don't tell me you still don't trust us.
No, that's not it. But this is very important to me. I always make sure that I meet with the important ones, one-on-one. Otherwise, it's difficult to sense the subtle reactions of the suspect.
All right.
This is just how I do things, and I'd appreciate your understanding.
Shai Halud be with you, Paul.
But go on then. You're not going to listen to us anyway, are you?
You're starting to understand me, George. Well then, Zach. Let's go and meet Lady Diane.
And so Muad'Dib wandered the desert. Crash. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent time for a crash. God damn it. Fuck. Bing. All right. Well, let's see if we can get back there. Yeah, maybe just good night. I only got 15 minutes left, actually. I'll call it. I'll call it and we'll just do it again. We'll do it again later. Perfect timing. Good. At least it doesn't throw me too far back. I think it throws me to just that day. So, and I'll be skipping through the Forrest Kaysen conversations and stuff like that. The only part that really sucks is I have to drive back to the museum, which ain't that bad, honestly. It's not nearly as bad as some of the redos I had to do for, say, Pathologic. It's just as obnoxious. Not the worst time to have a crash. There are much worse times I could have had them, but I think it's as good a time as any to call it outie. I got stuff I gotta work on anyway before I lay down, before it gets too late. But so I'm out for the night.